The wedding reception froze when his sister grabbed the mic and shouted, "She trapped my brother. This marriage is a joke." My husband smirked and said, "She has a right to speak." I stood up, smiled, and gestured to the door. "Then let's hear what his ex has to say." His sister's face crumpled as the door swung open. I should have known. There were signs. There were so many signs. But when you're in love, you excuse things. You tell yourself it's not a big deal. That maybe you're overthinking it. But let me tell you something. When a man's entire family acts like you've stolen their most precious possession, run. Ryan and I had been together for 3 years before we got engaged. We were happy, at least, I thought we were. But his family? They made sure I never forgot that they came first. His mom, Diane, treated him like he was hand-carved by angels. His dad barely spoke, just grunted his approval or disapproval like some ancient Roman emperor. And then there was Vanessa, his older sister. Vanessa hated me. I don't use that word lightly. She hated me. She made snide comments about how fast our relationship moved, how I was changing Ryan, how she hoped he'd keep his last name. Yes, she actually said that. At a family dinner. Ryan would always laugh it off. "She's just protective of me. You know how she is. She'll come around." She didn't. She got worse. But I told myself it didn't matter. I was marrying him, not his family. Biggest mistake of my life. It started out perfect. The venue was gorgeous, the Langham in Chicago, right on the river, everything soft and elegant. My dress was exactly what I wanted. My parents were emotional but happy. Even Ryan looked at me like he was the luckiest man in the world. For a moment, I let myself believe that everything was going to be okay. Then came the reception. Vanessa had been acting weird all night. Even weirder than usual. Watching me, whispering to Ryan. His mom was tense. His groomsmen kept sharing looks. I felt it before it happened. Then she stood up. Glass in one hand. Microphone in the other. "I just have to say something." The room quieted. I felt my stomach drop. My brother doesn't deserve this. This whole thing is fake. And we all know why we're here today. Because she trapped him. Murmurs. Gasps. A few people actually gasped. My mother's face drained of color. My dad was halfway out of his seat. And Ryan? Ryan took a sip of his drink. Smirked. She has a right to speak. It was like the world tilted. Like I had stepped into a different reality. Because he knew. He knew she was going to do this. I looked at Vanessa. I looked at Ryan. And something inside me clicked. They wanted me humiliated. They wanted me small. This wasn't just Vanessa being Vanessa. This was planned. I put my champagne down. Smiled. And then I turned to the door. "Since we're letting people speak their truth," I said, my voice carrying through the hall, "let's hear from someone else who knows the truth about Ryan." I lifted my hand. And the doors swung open. She walked in like she had been waiting for this. Tall. Poised. Furious. And Ryan? Ryan turned pale. Because he knew exactly who she was. Olivia. His ex-fiancée. Not just some ex. The one before me. The one his family forced him to leave. You could hear the music in the background, the clinking of a glass somewhere, the hush of whispers moving like a wave through the crowd. But my focus was on Ryan. His face had gone blank, his mouth slightly open like his brain just crashed. Vanessa? Her whole body tensed. Her grip on the microphone tightened. And Olivia? She smiled. Not a kind smile. Not a friendly one. A smile that meant war. She walked in, wearing a sleek black dress, heels clicking against the floor like a judge entering the courtroom. She didn't look at me. She didn't look at Vanessa. She walked straight to Ryan. "Did you think I'd never find out?" Ryan flinched. I had never, in all the years I knew him, seen him look scared. But he was. Vanessa moved fast, stepping between them like she could somehow stop what was coming. "You don't belong here," she snapped. Olivia raised an eyebrow. "Neither do you." The guests were staring now. People who had been chatting over drinks were fully locked in. I could see my bridesmaids exchanging wild looks, one of my cousins whispering, "Holy SHT, asterisk," under her breath. This wasn't just family drama anymore. This was a full-on reckoning. "Ryan," Olivia said, voice steady, "I wonder, have you told your new wife why we broke up? Or did you let Vanessa tell her version?" I turned to look at Ryan. He wouldn't meet my eyes. Of course he wouldn't. Because I already knew the story Vanessa had told. She made it seem like Olivia was clingy, controlling, that she was desperate to get married, and when Ryan got cold feet, she lost it. That's what Vanessa told me. That's what Ryan let me believe. But Olivia? She was about to burn that lie to the ground. 3 years, Ryan, she said, tilting her head. 3 years together, and I thought we were happy. And then, out of nowhere, he tells me he needs space. That he's rethinking everything. I was heartbroken. But I gave him space. I didn't fight. I didn't beg. And you know what happened next? She turned to the crowd now, her voice carrying. I get a text. From Vanessa. My stomach dropped. Vanessa froze. A long, detailed message about how Ryan realized he'd been pressured into a relationship with me. That I was too much. That he needed someone softer. And then, attached to that message? A picture. She pulled out her phone. And then turned it around for the entire room to see. A picture of Ryan and Vanessa together. Sitting side by side at a fancy restaurant, laughing over drinks. Taken on the night he told Olivia he needed space. Gasps. Actual gasps. Ryan whipped around to Vanessa. You told her to send that? Vanessa shoved his arm. Shut up, Ryan. Olivia was not done. That's when I realized. It wasn't Ryan making this decision. It was Vanessa. I felt my hands clench into fists. Because suddenly, everything clicked into place. Ryan didn't just leave Olivia. Vanessa got rid of her. Just like she was trying to do to me. Ryan looked like he was about to be sick. His parents were whispering to each other, his groomsmen looking anywhere but at him. And me? I had never felt so stupid in my life. Because I had thought Vanessa just hated me for who I was. But no. She hated me because I wasn't her. Because I took Ryan's attention away. Because she wanted to be the most important woman in his life, no matter what. And Ryan? He let her. My chest felt tight. I turned to him. Tell me the truth, Ryan, I said quietly. He swallowed hard. Did you want to marry me? His eyes flickered. Just for a second. And that second was everything. Because I saw it. I saw the hesitation. I saw the lie. He didn't choose me. He chose what Vanessa let him choose. And in that moment, I knew. I was done. Ryan opened his mouth. I don't even know what he was about to say. Maybe some weak excuse, maybe a lie, but before he could get a single word out, Olivia laughed. Not a soft, amused laugh. A sharp, bitter, I've waited for this moment laugh. You still can't do it, can you? She said, shaking her head. Even when the truth is staring you in the face, you're still too scared to say it. Ryan flinched. And Vanessa? She was fuming. You don't know anything, Olivia, she snapped. You're just bitter because he didn't choose you. Oh, sweetie, Olivia said, tilting her head. He didn't choose me, sure. But he didn't choose her either. And just like that, the entire room turned back to Ryan. Because she was right. Ryan never chose anything. His mother chose for him. Vanessa chose for him. And when they finally let him pick someone new, they changed their minds and tried to rip that away, too. Ryan's jaw tightened. That's not true, he muttered. Olivia raised an eyebrow. Then tell me, Ryan. Tell your wife why you suddenly got so confused about our engagement. Why your entire personality shifted overnight. I crossed my arms. Yes, Ryan. Tell me. For the first time all night, I saw it. Panic. Real, pure panic. Not just embarrassment. Not just frustration. Actual, bone-deep terror. And that's when I knew. There was something else. I felt it in my gut. This wasn't just about me. This wasn't just about Olivia. This was bigger. I took a step closer, lowering my voice so only Ryan could hear. What did Vanessa do? He stiffened. He didn't expect me to ask that. Vanessa didn't either. Her face twitched. She grabbed his wrist. Ryan, let's go. He pulled away. For the first time since I had known him, Ryan pulled away from Vanessa. And then, like a switch had flipped, his whole body sagged. Like he was just so damn tired. I wanted to marry Olivia, he said suddenly. His mother gasped. Vanessa's eyes went wide. But Ryan kept going. I loved her. I wanted to be with her. But Vanessa, he winced. Vanessa hired a private investigator. She paid some guy to follow Olivia, to dig up anything he could use against her. And when he didn't find anything, his voice cracked. She faked something. The room erupted. Faked. Something. Olivia's whole face went pale. What? She whispered. Vanessa took a step forward, face red, angry tears in her eyes. Ryan, shut up. You told me it was real, Vanessa. Ryan's voice was raw now. You told me Olivia was cheating on me. You showed me fake screenshots. You sent me a fake email. Mom and Dad believed you. I believed you. I felt the floor tilt. Vanessa had faked cheating evidence. To break them up. To make sure Ryan didn't leave her. I heard Olivia exhale sharply. Like she had been punched in the gut. Vanessa's entire face contorted. I did what I had to do, she screamed. She was ruining everything. Just like she is. She pointed at me. She doesn't belong with you, Ryan. I told you this would happen. I took a slow breath. You mean you told him you'd try to ruin this too? Vanessa's face froze. Because that's exactly what she meant. And the thing is, she was right. She had ruined everything. Just not in the way she thought. Because Ryan? Ryan looked at her like he was seeing her for the first time. Ryan looked at Vanessa like he had never really seen her before. His hands clenched, his jaw tight, but his eyes were different. This wasn't anger. This was devastation. You lied to me, he whispered. Vanessa's breathing was shaky. Her entire body was stiff, like she was barely holding herself together. I did what was best for you. Olivia let out a hollow laugh. No, Vanessa. You did what was best for you. Ryan whipped around to look at his parents. You knew, he said, his voice uneven. His mother looked away. His father sighed, shaking his head like he was already tired of all this. It wasn't our place to get involved. Not your place. Ryan's voice broke. Mom, you told me to trust Vanessa. You told me she was looking out for me. I watched as Ryan's entire world collapsed in front of him. This wasn't just about me. Or Olivia. This was about his whole life. For years, he had let his family make decisions for him, and now he saw it. They weren't guiding him. They were controlling him. And Vanessa? She wasn't just overprotective. She was obsessed. And now everyone knew it. Vanessa snapped. You have no idea what I've done for you, she screamed. Her voice was raw, frantic, like a dam bursting open. Every single time you date someone, I have to clean up your mess. Do you even realize how many of them just wanted to use you? How many of them were going to leave you broken? Ryan flinched. I loved Olivia. Vanessa laughed bitterly. And look how that turned out. You were miserable. You drank too much, you stopped going to work on time, because you made me think she betrayed me. Ryan yelled back. You fed me lies until I couldn't even look at her without feeling sick. His voice was booming through the reception hall. Everyone was silent. Vanessa's chest rose and fell rapidly. She looked at me. And then she came along, she spat. And I knew. I knew you were about to make the same mistake. My fingers dug into my arms. So what was your plan, Vanessa? I asked, my voice calm but sharp. She hesitated. Because we all knew what the plan was. She had done it before. She was doing it again. The only difference? This time, we caught her before she could finish it. You're pathetic, Olivia muttered. Vanessa's eyes snapped to her. You don't get it. You both don't get it. Ryan isn't strong enough to make these decisions. Someone has to protect him. Someone has to make sure he doesn't ruin everything. Ryan went still. And that's when it happened. That's when he broke. I am not your child, Vanessa, he said. Vanessa's breath hitched. I am not your responsibility, he continued, voice heavy, voice final. She shook her head violently, stepping forward like she could just fix this. No, you don't understand. I was just trying to help. No, Ryan cut her off. You ruined my relationships. You destroyed things I cared about. You let me suffer just so you could be the one to save me. Vanessa's face crumbled. She opened her mouth, then closed it. There was nothing left to say. The weight of it all crashed down at once. Vanessa stepped back, staggering. Her hands trembled. And then, she ran. She turned, pushing past guests, shoving her way out of the reception hall as gasps and murmurs followed her. No one stopped her. No one even tried. And then, Ryan's mom, who had been silent this entire time, stood up and left too. Ryan didn't move. His father just sighed and rubbed his face. I warned her this would happen, he muttered, and then he walked off too, leaving Ryan completely alone. It was almost eerily quiet now. No music. No talking. Just the sound of Ryan breathing shakily, staring at the exit like he was still trying to process what had just happened. My bridesmaids were frozen. My family? Speechless. And me? I took a step forward. Ryan. His head snapped toward me. And I saw everything in his eyes. The realization. The shame. The loss. But most of all, the understanding that he had let this happen. That he had let them do this to me. To Olivia. To himself. I took a deep breath. I'm leaving. His breath hitched. Wait, he croaked, his voice raw. Ryan, I said softly. This is your mess to clean up. And then I turned. And I walked away.